help our founders, we inform them to create a video pitch deck, which is trending in the market. Now, I can tell you this trend has started by me only. I started telling all the founders, create a video pitch deck, and now it's become a trendy thing in the market. So this whole trend of creating a video pitch deck also actually started by me only.
Start now. Start where you are. Start with fear. Start with pain. Start with doubt. Start with hands shaking. Start with voice trembling. But start. Start and don't stop. So now the question comes, who will help? Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. Vandana Tolani will help. Founder of Convanto. Vandana is a strategy advisor, mentor, business management consultant, and an investment management hand. A highly organized and detail-oriented professional. From managing her own family office in Singapore and Jakarta in the past, well-known boutique investment banker. I think the most beautiful part is that she's a female and an investment banker. I think this is wonderful, penetrating into an industry which is male dominating. I think Vandana has made a name for herself. Aapka bahut swagat hai, Vandana.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for having me here. The first few lines that you said about fear, I think it's very important for all of us here to know that, when you strike out all your fears and you decide to be firm on something, I think that's when, you become unstoppable.
This is so beautiful. Somebody with so much of clarity about investments is on our show today. Vandana, please share your professional story with us. Tell to the world how you got into this. Also, the services offered by your brand.
Hi, everybody. I am Vandana Tolani. I had my own family office in Singapore and Jakarta. I worked as an investment banker and advisor to family offices and angel investors in Jakarta and Indonesia, helping startups from a diverse background from Fin-Tech, B2B Tech, all the way to consumer startups. I was raising funds for them and providing them with a range of services, just as Convanto does today. And after 15 years of staying in Singapore and Jakarta, I came back to India. I did investments for a bit and then returned to advisory. That is when Convanto was founded. And today, Convanto is one of the most well-known boutique investments banks in India, led by a female founder. Today, I'm also a venture advisor with Loyal VC, the INSEAD-led Canadian VC Fund, having a core portfolio of 160 investments in about 35 countries. I'm also a partner with GST Venture Studios, a Silicon Valley-based venture builder. Over the years, I've arranged funding for startups and growth stage companies in diverse sectors like edutech, fintech, consumer, B2C, B2B, agri-tech, health tech, food tech, disruptive and deep tech, as well as non-tech sectors. I would highly recommend all of you to have a look at my website for the wonderful testimonials written by my clients. This month, I've been nominated as one of the top 10 women leaders in Wealth Management 2021. My expert opinion is often sought by leading business news channels and publications like VCTV and Business World, and I've participated in 100 plus talks. You can easily see them on YouTube and VCTV streaming sites and also on my website. I'm connected with 300 plus investors globally. We pick up global deals. We are sector agnostic. Typically, we do $1 million to $25 million. So what do we do at Convanto? We at Convanto advise small, medium, large enterprises on raising capital, finding their product market fit, implementing a successful go-to-market strategy, branding strategy, and brand positioning. And unlike traditional consulting firms, we have proven our operational expertise in bringing money, creating value, and driving growth to help you maximize your results. Our services are pitch deck making, financial modeling and valuation, fundraising, mentoring, advisory, business strategy, helping with term sheets, helping with DD, almost everything that an investment bank does.
So this is wonderful, Vandana ji. Tell us about funding and how startups can benefit with you on board.
We at Convanto, we advise small and medium and large enterprises on raising capital. And we also help them with pitch deck making, financial modeling, helping entrepreneurs with their fundraising. We also help VCs with their fundraise for their funds. We do mentoring, advisory, and business management. So any company that comes to us for fundraising, from A to Z, we provide them all the services that they need to get into a successful fundraise with the investors. We are connected with the MDs of the funds. So we, when we pitch a deal to them, they really look into it, and many a times, the deals have gone through our platform. So I would like to say 95% of the time the deal goes through our platform because of the kind of work we provide to these startups. Now, the hot sectors that are going on are agri-tech, fin-tech, edu-tech, deep tech, health tech, robotics, IoT, fintech. These are the sectors that we deeply look into because these are currently the hot sectors. We do look at e-commerce, consumer startups, OTT streaming startups, EVs as well. We are sector agnostic, but we don't do liquor, real estate, and solar deals.
Covering the entire industry, I think this is absolutely great work. Vandana ji, what in your view is the new normal for fundraising, especially for the SMEs, MSMEs, since the government is also helping them with extra cash benefits? Yeah. So let us know about that.
So since I am more into equity investments, I work with private players involved in the hot sectors of fintech, edutech, agri-tech, deep tech, consumer tech, e-commerce, etc. However, there are several diverse options for SMEs and MSMEs to raise funds in the current economic scenario. In this year union budget, the government announced rupees 10,000 crores worth of funds for SMEs and MSMEs as a guarantee emergency credit line, which has given immense support to the borrowers belonging to the industry. Over the time, the government has also recognized about 50,000 small enterprises with the help of the initiative Startup India. BSC's SMEs Exchange has recently helped 290 companies raise equity as well. And apart from raising money through government support and equity risks capital, a new option known as venture debt has emerged. Generally, venture debt is structured as a term loan with a fixed tenure and repayments, customizable on the needs of MSME, and is offered by several existing venture capital firms. Now, this option is also becoming a favored fundraising solution since it allows one to raise funds and scale until they are ready to go for a long-term equity.
Absolutely well put, Vandana ji. What points you as a financial analyst can guide businesses on financial resilience? Now, please share a case study.
In order to be financially resilient, businesses need to practice environmental shaping. Constant evaluations and revisions need to be made to their product service to ensure maximized market fit. Now, businesses also need to be prudent and have a contingency plans in place to account for any financial disruptions. Especially with COVID-19 pandemic, several businesses have suffered. In these times, business need to be adaptable and optimally mold themselves and their products, as well as employ digital marketing techniques. Forming collaborations with other businesses has also proven to enhance financial resilience for a business in the past. What many founders do is that they are, very fixed on what they want, how they want. They don't want to pivot. And, so they keep sticking to something which is really unreasonable. Hence, they get a downfall. we had a company, a fintech company, which we got them 3 term sheets. We worked with them for 1.5 years. During the pandemic, we told them that there is a problem with the DD to fix it. They did not fix the DD. And finally, all the funds backed out. So now, and then they went into a terrible loss. So here also, what do we say? Many people who have been at the topmost management positions and done really, a good work, they don't know how to use simple platform like digital marketing, like simple thing like to put a WhatsApp story, a Facebook story, a LinkedIn story to enhance their LinkedIn. So I had friends calling me during pandemic and they said, what do we do? I said, first start with putting small stories about business instead of, partying stories and cooking stories, which won't bring business to you. I'm not saying don't put that, but if you are focused on getting business, use these platforms for business purposes. So you will get more reach. Naturally, people are looking at your story, post on Instagram. And, the more you post on social media, the more your reach goes. And you have to come to webinars like these, come to talks like these, discuss, understand what's happening. I give a lot of live talks where I call a lot of entrepreneurs to come and ask live questions. It's called Startup Ask. It's on every Wednesday at 3:30. But then if the founders don't come there and ask questions, where else can they reach us? Keeping your LinkedIn in order, keeping your website in order, these simple things. Naturally, if anybody wants any business for you, say for instance, you are a cake company. Naturally, they will look up your website. Now, my daughter had worked in the pandemic for a cake company. Their business was zero. My daughter did the entire social media handling and the business became 3 times more. All they needed to do was to focus on their social media for some time. And now they are overflowing in business. They get many orders. They didn't know they have to, they could use Zomato. We trained them to do this, that, lots of other things. So, these simple things, business entrepreneurs are not ready to, and supposing something is not working out, they don't want to pivot. They want to just stick to that until they go bankrupt. So I think that is also not right. One should be ready to pivot. And many founders don't listen to their investment bankers. They hire them, they do everything, but they want to do the way they want to do. So that's why also they get a backfall. Like we have companies, we tell them, don't ask for this much valuation, don't ask for this much ask, make it this. They won't listen to us. And suddenly when they start getting rejections, they'll say, oh, what did we do wrong? So I think these things need to change a bit.
See, Vandana ji, there are a lot of consultants in the market. Why will people come to Vandana Tolani? Let's hear that.
So the thing is that we are connected with the MDs of the funds. And we don't do cold calling. Point number 1, we have built these relationships by staying in the market for 20 years. Now, the fund is looking into a deal because we are proposing it to them. That is first thing. Second thing is we help the companies make a pitch deck which is crisp, short, and which is trending in the market, because investors don't spend more than 90 seconds on a deck. We are always available to everybody through WhatsApp, through LinkedIn, through our website, through all our social media platforms. So, when we pick up a deal, we revert to the client instantly. We don't make them wait at all for anything that they need to ask, even if it's in the middle of the night. We make sure that before the startup is going for a fundraise, we make them investor ready. This also includes helping them groom. Many people don't know how to groom before reaching out to the investors in terms of creating a pitch deck, financial model, in terms of personal grooming, in terms of how to speak to the investor. We guide them from A to Z as to how the entire thing is done. We give them during the process, we give them DD list, we give them sample term sheets, we give them FAQs of investors, give them weekly reports where we give them the names of the investors we reached out to with the email IDs, with the remarks of the investors, which no other investment banker does. So I had one investment banker call me and said, you do this? And I'm like, yeah, I do this because the client will not know otherwise what we are doing. They will think that did we even reach out to the investors? Said, that's a lot of work, he said. And I'm like, yeah, but we have to do it, because we are providing a service. We need to tell the client, look, we reached out to these many investors. These are the mail IDs. These were the rejections. These were the calls you had. So at the end of the 3 months, the client doesn't feel that we didn't do any work, even if he doesn't get funded. And most of the time, the clients do get funded. Some clients have 20 to 30 calls, still they don't get funded because these clients are not ready to listen to the investment bank.
Vandana, what is your special message to the founders, to the investors, to the market? Over to you.
Is that always remember, nothing beats hard work. Hard work outweighs talent, hard work outweighs everything. And also be very positive always. Read the book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, and be firm as to what you're doing because you need to believe in yourself. You'll have all kinds of people telling you, don't do this, do that, change this, change that, but just be firm on what you're doing. I think that should be your goal. And when you read this book, Power of the Subconscious Mind, your mind gets into a very center stage wherein you don't let the negativity come in through. So that's the, when you do that, then you start growing because there is ample capital in the universe. There is everything the universe can provide us. We just have to tap the right energy and reach our goal for that.
Take the plunge, get in touch with Vandana Tolani. A very strong shout out to all the startups, SMEs, MSMEs. Her details are available in this feed and on the poster. Try to get in touch with her. In case you can't, you can tell us, we can put you across to her. Vandana, आपका बहुत बहुत thanks है किया.